Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. You know, you almost blend in. You're camouflage. How are you great, magnificent, beautiful, and awesome people doing on this spectacular, beautiful day? That road we just came off of there, that road right there is one of those roads that I kind of think to myself, am I supposed to be on this road? You know, it's the roads that barely have enough room in your lane for your truck and your truck only. It's the roads that have absolutely no shoulder. I mean, none. It's just gone. And then the roads that, well, the speed limit's 55, but you're struggling to hold 40 because it's going like this and jumping up and down and going like this so much. It's just one of those roads. But it brought us in here to Milan. Is it Milan? Or is it Milan? Or is it... let's just go with Milan, Missouri right now. We have been to this town before. The place we got unloaded at last time was 12-hour wait. This time we went to a plant right up the hill from this this little truck stop here, and we got our load. That place was dirty. Holy smokes. That was a very, 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 there you go, you're in camera. That place was a very, very dirty place. So we came over here to the truck stop. We took probably a 2-hour, about 2-hour nap, and then we spent another hour cleaning the truck out, trying to get it back to where it's a truck again and not a mud pit, because we were there long enough to where I had to let Opie out. Somehow my back load from St. Joe, Missouri has taken me back east. When you're 200 miles from the house, and then your back load lands you 400 miles from the house, but then you look at the paycheck on it and you're like, okay, well, I guess we can make that work, right? Yes, I'm sorry. You are dirty. You are getting a bath when we get home. That's all there is to it. There's way too much dirt where we were getting loaded. Okay, so we are loaded up with, we are loaded up with 43,000 pounds of slop. It's meat. It's going back up to Sioux City, Iowa. We're going to drag it up there yet tonight and drop it off and get rid of it. And you're going to itch. It's because you're dirty. Yeah. Who knows? But the weather is beautiful out, so we're going to go ahead, jump back in the truck and get some trucking in. And I'll be back with you fine people here in a little bit. Hey, dork. The steps are right there. Could you say thanks, Dad, for saving your life? You could. Could you possibly say thanks for saving my life, Dad? Well, I'm trying to keep things short and sweet other than the road time on this video, because the road time is just flat out beautiful. Missouri, hats off to you. Your state is just beautiful. It'd be more beautiful if a person was on 2 wheels versus 18 wheels. We've covered 100 miles since I talked to you last, and we're still on 2 lanes, and we're probably going to be on 2 lanes. We're right at the Missouri-Iowa border down in southern Iowa. And we're probably going to be on 2 lanes for the next, well, I bet we probably have another 50 to 75 miles left of 2-lane travel until we find an interstate. And it's okay. It's all right. The traffic is very low, very, very low. I think I've only met maybe 2 or 3 other trucks and maybe 2 cars. So traffic-wise, today is just going phenomenal. Missouri can kind of get to you a little bit in the wise of the road conditions. The road conditions are deteriorated quite a bit, and you get that whole heaving and weaving thing that I was talking about earlier on the video. But if you just slow down, like the speed limit is 60 and I'm running around 50, 55 miles an hour, the heaving and the jumping and all that kind of stuff like that, where your truck just rocks back and forth or goes up and down through the road, that goes down to about a minimal. Now, if you were to ask him right there how his day is going, he's not enjoying Missouri at all. Usually when he's going down the road, he's sprawled out sleeping, or he's like that sleeping. He's been sitting up the whole time in the back seat. He's been sitting up just kind of looking at me like, Dad, are we almost done? Are we almost done? So he's having a little bit of a rough ride. He doesn't get car sick, but in the wise of when we get to angling like that and the roads are real rough, he will jump up and look at me like, dude, come on, Dad, make things better. And that's when I usually just back down the speed and slow down, try to make it a little bit smoother for the big dog back there. Earlier we were talking about what I was hauling, and I said it was just scraps that we were hauling. I would tell you what it is, but I'm getting the exact same numbers. It's just numbers, like when we come out of Dodge City. So it actually could be just chunks of meat. So I just said it was scraps. sometimes you look at this as you're stirring it up and you're like, you know, that doesn't look half bad. No, I'm not going to eat the dog food. He would be rather upset with me. But it doesn't look half bad, right? I mean, kind of looks like a mixture of... Okay, it doesn't look great either. You hungry? Oh, you hungry? I'm over here. You want this? I'm over here. You want it? No? I keep Opie on a full water regimen in the truck. There's always water in his bowl. It didn't spill when we were running through Missouri, so I don't think it's going to spill if it didn't spill there. We've made it back here to Sioux City, Iowa. We've dropped our trailer off and our city drivers will take it from here to finish off delivering the trailer come tomorrow. Although this week has been kind of a blah week in the wise of recording, I haven't really been feeling the best, so we did not get any fancy camera footage this week. We are at T-minus 20 hours and counting before me and little Bud load the pickup up and we start heading west for Colorado for our camping trip. And I cannot tell you how excited I am. I am beside myself excited. I may not look it now because I'm a little wore out, but I am very excited to be able to go camping in the Colorado mountains with my son. It's going to be a good trip. I am looking forward to it. Here in 20 hours, we do have another long drive though. We are 740 miles from where we're going to stay, and I plan on doing that all in one day. That way we can get just a little bit more time out there. Are you mad? I do apologize. Look at those puppy dog eyes. I wish I could take you, but things would get a little crowded. I know. I'm so sorry. If you've ever seen puppy dog eyes, those were the true definition of puppy dog eyes right there. I cannot take Opie on this trip. In a future trip out to Colorado or out to the Black Hills or even up to Wyoming, I will take Opie with me, but not on this run. This run's just going to be me and Troy out there. This week we ran from the city here to Greenfield, Indiana, Greenfield, Indiana down to Huntingburg, Indiana, from Huntingburg, Indiana to St. Joe, Missouri, and from St. Joe, Missouri to where we picked this load up in blah blah blah. I'm not going to retake this. We picked this load up in blah blah blah. I can't even remember where I picked this load up. That's insane, Kurt. Purely insane. Milan. We picked this load up in Milan, Missouri. Altogether, I have no clue how many miles that is. I haven't even checked and seen yet. But on an upside, I am into another week of over $5 a gallon for diesel, and I have yet to spend that. The most I've spent on diesel this week, or this freak out session, is $4.78, I think, is the most I've paid. It's either $4.78 or $4.87. It's one of those numbers. So I don't want to hit that $5 mark. Granted, when it's as high as it is now, it really doesn't matter at this point, but I have not hit that $5 mark. If you guys liked what you've seen today or this week at all, please subscribe to the channel. I truly do appreciate each and every one of those subscribes. Other than that, I think it's time to go record some in Colorado. You guys stay safe, and as always, I'll see you next time.